everybody. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Great intro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed a little prelude into today's deep dive topic. This photo of Freddy actually combines today's deep dive topic with a little bit of a yap session that I want to do before we get into it. Yeah, I like the preggy freggy. Thank you. Yeah, I was really inspired to do the Mpreg stream today because I became a father over the weekend, and I was really proud of myself. So I was like, ah, yes, I'm a father now. So maybe I have to go and tell everybody on stream. Matt Pat pregnancy. I'm the baby. Congratulations to you and Amy. Thank you. I went and I knocked up Freddy Fazbear over the weekend. Yeah. So yeah, that was something. I'm debating, should I show you guys any of the... Oh, what? Okay. Should I I'm a beta. Just because I'm a beta doesn't mean that my little swimmers aren't champions. Sorry. Please no. Tessa Legal says, I'm not showing you a video of the intercourse that I had with Freddy Fazbear. I'm sorry, no. No, I had a really cool weekend and I wanted to tell you guys about it really badly. It was so cool. And it was really cool. You know? So I was like, man, I gotta tell you guys all about it. His fur is still sticky. You're fucking disgusting. Yeah, I went to Halloween Horror Nights. And I went to... Okay, so obviously... Okay, yap session before the stream. Hi, everybody. I'm Leah. I like pregnancy and Freddy Fazbear, but they're not mutually exclusive with each other. But if Preggy Pasta, Har Pasta Bear was pregnant, then if you... Ah! Fucking Christ! Yeah, sorry, my own photos of the haunted house jump scared me even after... Anyways, hi, I'm Leah. I want to talk about, yeah, I went to Horror Nights over the weekend. And if you don't know, Horror Nights, Universal, Mpreg is a baby king. Stop! No! If you guys don't know, Horror Nights, Universal, Halloween Horror Nights, they have a Five Nights at Freddy's maze right now. Yeah! They have a Five Nights at Freddy's maze. And I've been excited. I was pretty sure they were going to do one this year, so I was watching like all the live streams and stuff, and the moment they announced it, I was so excited. I bought my tickets immediately. So obviously I went and I had to be inside of Freddy Fazbear, and I waited 3 hours in line to go in. I got there Horror Nights right when it opened, and I waited 3 hours in line to go inside, and then I went home, and it took like it was like a whole like 5-hour ordeal. Was it worth it? Yes, it was so worth it. Look at it. This is... Sorry, these photos are so large. I don't know why. Every time I try to like show a photo, it ends up so big. This is the outside of the haunted house. Wait, I'll move. Hold on, wait, I'll move. And then I could put this here. Yeah, look at how cute it is. It's actual Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't give the Faz ears. I didn't actually have any Faz drip on. I had like a whole outfit planned. I was gonna wear that Five Nights at Freddy's outfit that I've shown you guys on stream. The one with the pants and the shirt, and then I have like the Bonnie hoodie. I was gonna wear that, but I was going out to lunch with my friends like before we went to Universal, and I didn't want to be walking around Los Angeles wearing that outfit in like nice parts of LA. So then I was like, I'm just not gonna wear that. And then yeah, I didn't put on the FNAF fit, and then when I got to Universal and everybody was wearing their FNAF fits, I was like, fuck! I should have just put it in the car and then changed. I should have just changed into my FNAF fit. So yeah, I regret not wearing my FNAF fit, but yeah, everybody was dressed up. There were so many like Five Nights at Freddy's cosplayers or people wearing like their Faz drip, and I was like, man, that should be me. Why was that not me? I know. LA is a circus. You would have been fine. Yeah, it is a circus, so I would have been fine. But still, I was lacking. I was a Leo lacking. But the Freddy Fazbear, and it's so cool. It's so cool inside. I took really bad photos when we were walking through because I didn't want to hold up the line because the line was really long. But when you walk in, he's so cute. And they have like Chica the kitchen, and she's in the kitchen. And they have Bonnie the bunny, and he's in the closet. And they have Foxy the fox pirate that runs down the hallway. Rawr. And they have Spink Tap. The Spink Tap. My favorite was actually Bonnie. Yeah. My favorite was actually Bonnie, but they move and everything. They're like actual animatronics, and he's so big. Yeah, Bonnie's in the closet. Yeah, Bonnie the homosexual bunny. Rawr. Yeah, it was so fun. It was so fun. If you guys don't know, I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I love Five Nights at Freddy's like nobody else's business. You telling me the animatronics move? They get a little quirky. They did get a little quirky at night. Yeah, was it scary? No, it wasn't. It was actually, I was so excited walking through, and my adrenaline was so high. I don't know if I like was just like in my like autism hyperfixation, like nothing can hurt me moment, and like that's why I wasn't scared, or if I was just genuinely so happy and it wasn't scary. But I was smiling so hard in there. I do not remember the last time I smiled so much and so big that like my lip twitched, but I could feel my lip twitching because I just couldn't stop smiling because I was having so much fun. And I was like walking through and I was like, yo, look, it's the bot of 87. Oh my god, that's the thing for the game. Yo, that was in the movie. I was the annoying kid inside of the FNAF maze. I'm sorry. But I liked it. He's so cute. And the worker inside, like right when you walk in, this is like the first thing you see is like you walk in and it's Freddy. And the worker was so cute. She was like letting everybody take photos, and there was like this baby in front of us, and like the baby wanted a photo. And yeah, they were like trying not to like ruin the scary atmosphere, but also like letting people like take their time walking through. So yeah, you could like take photos of everything. I was too anxious to stop, so I just kept going. But there's like Freddy, and then you turn the corner and there's another Freddy, and the photo is really blurry because I was walking really fast. And then this is Foxy the fox pirate. And he's so cute, and I love him so much, and he looks so soft. I didn't take a picture of Bonnie because the worker, so like the scene where like you see Bonnie and he's in the closet there, you know, like in the movie how there's like that scene where like the guy, like the burglar is like in the closet with Bonnie, and then Bonnie kills him. They like recreated that scene for the haunted house, but the worker was standing too close to me, so I couldn't get a good picture of Bonnie, and he was like also in the way, and I didn't want some like random dude in my photo. I was like, can you get out of the way so I can take a picture of Bonnie? But like he just like doing his job so he wouldn't move, and he was just like really close to me, and I was like, ugh, you're not even scary, you're just obnoxious. Do you mind getting out of the closet so I can have some alone time with Bonnie? I don't know! Get out of the way, random dude! I should have just asked him to move. I'm sorry, I know you're being paid minimum wage to have Bonnie touch you inside of a closet, but one, that should be me, and two, move the fuck out of the way so I can post these photos on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. 5 minutes in heaven. Strangle him with a coat hanger. Make out. Huh? What? What? Huh? What? He was protecting Bonnie from you. No! I love Bonnie! No! This is why I need a not socially awkward chaperone. Hey, my chaperone, she did her best, okay? She did her best to make sure I was having a great time. I did have a great time. I don't know if she was having a great time. My friend I went with, she was a trooper, and I appreciate her coming. I don't think she likes FNAF that much, but that's okay. She kept me company, and we had a great time. And she let me put all of the Living Tombstone music on her Spotify, and then was like, hey Leah, can you not play the Has Been Hotel song on my Spotify? Because like I share the Spotify with other people and they're gonna see the Has Been Hotel song in my like recent listens. And I was like, yeah, sure, I got you. And then I played the Has Been Hotel song. She was like, Leah, I fucking hate you. And I was like, I'm not a fan of public. Did she work with other special needs kids? Dude. Anyways, this is from the game. Actually, if you don't know, this is where the game Five Nights at Freddy's takes place. This is the desk that you sit in to watch all of the cameras in the movie Five Nights at Freddy's, which is based on the game Five Nights at Freddy's, in which you sit in a security room and watch. I walked into this room and I pogged so hard. I was like, yo, it's the scene from the movie! Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's! And then I'm pretty sure everyone else was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, obviously this is for Five Nights at Freddy's, you stupid bitch. And I'm like, Freddy Fazbear. So yeah, it was awesome. It was a really, really awesome. They were selling Five Nights at Freddy's pizza like at the restaurant next to the haunted house. And it was like an hour wait just to buy freaking pizza. I was so mad. Did you remember to sign her community hour? Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you! No, I didn't. Thank you for the $2. Shut the fuck up. You suck! Be nice. We're gonna play the Mpreg video again. Was it worth it? I didn't eat the pizza. No, I didn't eat the pizza. I actually had Panda Express because it was the only restaurant with a short line down on the lower lot. Unfortunately, the other restaurant had a long line. Well, there was like, how many restaurants are in the lower lot? There's quite a few. They were all really long lines, and also they had like Art the clown walking around, so like trying to get through the crowds and stuff down there was really freaking obnoxious. So we just ate at Panda Express and it was not that good, but that was like whatever. Yeah, I did not have Faz pizza. I did not have any Fazbear inside of me, unfortunately, even though it's what I really want. Anyways, I have another picture to show you. Yay! It's not the scooping room, but it's the... Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because it's the room where they use the scooper. Dummy. Yeah, lobotomy! It's a lobotomy chair. It was so cool. It was so cool. Ice cream. Ice cream. Yeah, the set design. I think this is probably the coolest like set I've ever seen for a haunt before. It was so detailed. And they did such a good job capturing like the ambiance, and it really, because like, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's takes place in like a single building, I think that like they were able to really take advantage of like the single building type thing. So it wasn't like you're walking through scenes like the Terrifier one is. It's more like you were just walking through the building. It was really cool. Yeah, it was extremely worth it. It looks like a screenshot. This is a photo. It's a picture. I stood next to this in real life. I got the Faz fumes all over me. And then I had a video of me when I saw Springtrap, but I don't know if I should play the video because you can hear my friend's voice in it, and I would feel bad if I doxed her. Is this one? Christmas decor? But it's gonna be loud if I hit this. I'm gonna turn the volume off. It's fine. You guys will get the point. But yeah, anyways, that's how my weekend went. What else did I do? I went to the Five Nights at Freddy's house at Universal Studios. I also did a Chainsaw Man thing. Yeah, they did a good job with the light and set design. It looks like it was taken a game. Yeah, it literally felt like you're walking in the game, or like legitimately just like ripped from the game. It was so good. Nice. Thank you for the $10. I was very happy. I did not watch the Undertale stream, but I did watch the Sans fight, and I was like, yo. And then I felt something in my heart, but a Chainsaw Man, more like Chainsaw Mid. They had like this Chainsaw Man ride that was so cute. And I thought you hated Chainsaw Man. Well, they had it at Horror Nights, so like why would I not do it? It was there, so I did. It was cute. Chainsaw Mid was allowed, yeah. Yeah, it was all in Japanese, and so a bunch of people got up and they walked out because they didn't want to read the subtitles. But I was like, what did you expect from this? Like it was like a 4D movie thing from USJ. There was a lot of chainsaws because there's chainsaws right when you walk through the park. And I didn't get scared by any of the actors like that were walking around in like the scary areas. But when I was waiting in line for Five Nights at Freddy's, I like got out of line so I could go pee. And then when I was like walking back from peeing to go back to the line, like the crowd was too big for me to walk through, so I couldn't like get back to the line with my friend. So I was like, I'm sorry, I'll be there in a little bit. There's like a crowd doing something. And I know what was going on because like they don't have scare actors on like the lower lot at Universal Studios. They only have them on like the upper lot. And so I was like, I don't know what this crowd is. And then some guy stuck something in my face, and I was like, what is your fucking problem? Like, it startled me, and I was really upset because I was like, mind your freaking business, man. Watch your space. And then I saw it was like Art the Clown, and then he blew me a kiss, and I blew him a kiss, and then I went back to line. And it was really crowded down there because he was walking around in the lower lot like all night. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm glad I saw him. That's my story. What was it? I don't know. I think it was like a horn or something. I didn't really pay attention to what he shoved in my face. I got clowned. I was just more paying attention to the fact that I got clowned by Art the Clown. Yeah. Don't you hate clowns? No, not really. Not really. It's not too bad. Oh yeah. And then I had alcohol, and it made me really sick. I had the Fallout drink, and it made me really sick. So, if you go, don't order the Fallout drink, the Fallout alcoholic beverage. It's not worth it. It tastes like watered down Sprite. And I didn't get drunk. It was just gross. You know? Did you see the Fallout house? No, I don't like Fallout. I've actually never played Fallout or watched it. I kind of wanted to. But it's literally a drink radiation. And I got to say, immersion! True. Yeah. Plus 60 rads. What is a rads? It was radioactive. Radioactive. Whoa. I'm radioactive. Yeah, it's radiation. Oh. It's a unit of radioactivity. Okay, I didn't get sick like I had radiation poisoning. I got sick like this drink is so fucking gross. It makes me want to like throw up because it tasted like watered down Sprite. but like not in like a good way. I don't know how to explain it. It was really bad. I was so excited to drink it for like a month, and then I drank it and I was like, this is so shitty. They had good mac and cheese cone. My friend got the mac and cheese cone. It was pretty yummy. They put everything bagel seasoning on. Yeah. But okay, anyway, so today, my good friends, I was gonna do the stream about something else, but when I was putting together my notes for the stream, I was like, maybe I am going to change this. So, in this notebook I have is a plethora of notes about male pregnancy. And so today, we are going to have our first deep dive, proper deep dive in a while, about the joys of male pregnancy. Yay! Yay, a notebook of MPreg. I took so many, this is like serious business to me. There are so many MPreg notes. I didn't draw any MPreg, but yeah. Okay, so. Sorry, I'm late. Did I miss anything? Hi, Ferrari. Thank you for the $2 $. Hi, welcome. All I know about MPreg is from Sefikuta Fic. I have actually never seen Sefikuta MPreg. Okay, actually, I lied. I did see Sefikuta MPreg one time on Twitter, but the last instance of MPreg I've ever seen was actually you guys know Genshin Impact? Guys, well, obviously you know Genshin Impact. In the last year's expansion for Genshin Impact, I didn't really play Notland, so I can't really give you guys like an explanation of it or anything. But there's these two characters, Auroron and Aoife. I like Aoife. He's kinda... Anyways, so Aoife and Auroron are like a popular yaoi ship, right? Aoife's like Steve Irwin, basically. And Auroron is like, he looks really edgy, but he's actually just like a farmer kid. They're cute. So, my friend is like, she really likes them as a yaoi ship, and she's been like, Leah, like, look at them, Leah, you should like them yaoi, they're yaoi. And I'm like, oh, I think Aoife's hot, but yeah, Genshin Impact, more like G-Spot Impact with the way those men in game be acting. That sounds like me when I found out Dottore was in Nodcry, so I had to reinstall. Anyways, you gonna pin that? G-Spot Impact is what Dottore... Ignore me! Getting back to my story! I didn't mean that! I'm sorry! Hi! Anyways, moving on. I just threw my pen all the way across my room. Hold on. Sorry, down so bad. I've had this print. Even after I redid all of my walls in my room, I've still had this print of the Dottore up since it was like one of the first pieces of Genshin merch I ever bought was this print of the Dottore, and it's like really cool because he's like half mutated into a monster, and I really like it. And it's like super beat up because I've had this print for years. And now, now, the women, never. Okay, anyway, you guys should play Genshin. Okay, so, in Genshin Impact, Aoife, Auroron. My friend is like, yeah, the yaoi between them is so good. Zakardo, hi, thank you for becoming a Leocon. And so she was like, yeah, Leah, you should look at the yaoi of them. And so we were like scrolling on Twitter together and we were hanging out, and like yaoi of them popped up on our Twitter that was like, the art was really good for it, and we were like, oh my god, wait, this art's kind of good. And so she clicked on the artist profile to look at more art, And their media tab was just full of Aoife, Oron, Mpreg. Just like you scroll and there was more Mpreg and more Mpreg, and then you kept scrolling and it was more Mpreg, and I was like, ah, that is something, isn't it? So based, so brave. Popped up algorithm, popped out baby. So anyways, any normal preg? You know, I gotta be honest. If I'm speaking honestly, I'm so chronically online. I don't remember the last time I've seen a pregnant woman. Like, I'm so chronically online that when I see women pregnant, sometimes my first thought is not, aw, congratulations. My thought is, women can get pregnant? So, yeah. So, if a woman impregnated another woman, would that be regular preg or like L preg or like fem preg? I don't know. I think that Nefer from Genshin Impact and I should experiment together. So anyways, anyways, so, what if you end up getting her preg? No. She never needs to, no. No, I need llama carnally. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about, a history of Mpreg today. Yay! Like baby food pregnancy? Okay, so Mpreg. So where do we start with this? Okay. Mpreg is not just like a, well, I mean, it is fiction, obviously, but it's not like a fan fiction type of thing, right? Because Greek mythology, we can trace Mpreg all the way back to mythology. I don't, Nordic mythology, I think is more mythology. Some type of mythology. I'm not smart enough to really talk about this in depth, but as you guys, it's a pretty popular thing. Okay, I'm trying to get another picture. Sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to get another picture. Okay, yay, thank you. So, everybody knows about Loki in mythology. Greek. I said Nordic! Egyptian mythology also has it. Yeah, I'm just talking about one instance of mythology. Listen to my explanation. There's many different types of Mpreg in mythology. Shockingly, I know, but the most infamous one that a lot of people know is Loki. Loki, right? He gave birth to a horse and a snake. Can you like please let me finish my fucking train of thought, or do you like want to be the one to come up here and give like the whole shebang type of thing for the deep dive today? Should I hand the microphone over to you? No. So, yeah, Loki, he becomes a horse and he gives birth to a horse, and that horse in mythology is my favorite gay horse, Sleipnir. Yay, my homosexual horse that was made from Mpreg. Oh my god, yay, gay horse. But yes, this is just one instance of Mpreg. Sleipnir. Is this an Uma Musume stream? Kimi no aiba ga zukyun, zukyun. Hey. Bakyun, bakyun. Hearts racing with you. bum, bum, da, 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 da. He's got that neurodivergent stare. This is a horse that wants it bad. Oh, that was a goat joke. Never. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gay horse. Anyways, so Mpreg in mythology. So the concept of male pregnancy has been around for a very long time, right? And it's not even like a purely fictional thing, because in nature, chat, can you give me one example of a real life animal in real life nature that is a male that can get pregnant and give birth? It's okay. Seahorse! Yay! Seahorses! Yeah! Seahorse! Good job, chat! Yay! Otsu! Yes. Humans, we're not the Estinian worm blood. Whoa! Dog, I am not knocking up Estinian worm blood. I'm sorry. I suddenly have literally everything better in my life to do. Girl, nobody is knocking up that white boy. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so seahorses can get pregnant. It's true. Okay, so in mythology, we have male pregnancy, and that dates back hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, you know? And then in nature, we have seahorses. Seahorses. Well, you know, you didn't really start hearing much about Mpreg and stuff on the internet until like maybe I don't know, like you know, maybe like I don't know when. I don't know when. But the concept of male pregnancy isn't just like a newer like Tumblr thing, because chat, well, I guess when I was a kid, so when you guys were like graduating college, this was like a pretty infamous thing, right? Is there a point you're trying to make? Yes, it's the point that's going to lead us to the topic of the rest of the stream. So, yes, it was. It's been around. Ye old Tumblr. So this is back when like you guys graduated college, right? Like 20 years ago, and you guys graduated college. Male pregnancy was like a thing. I forgot about this. He could just be this is a real episode of Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah. Odd Parents indeed. Yes. I was paying off my mortgage. Oh, we know. Graduated college. Yeah. So, Fairly Odd Parents had male pregnancy that aired on television. National television. Right? No, Wanda got him pregnant, and then that's how their baby came to be. It was little baby Poof. Little baby Poof was made from male pregnancy, just like a seahorse. But yeah, Butch Hartman's barely this guy's fetish. No, don't say that! Oh my god. I was a kid and it still felt. Yeah, it was I remember watching this episode and being like what? Because I wasn't really on the Mpreg side of the internet when this episode aired quite yet. But as time goes on, obviously, I was never actually on the I'm still not on the Mpreg side of the internet, but I do see Mpreg more often these days. But within fan spaces, right? That's what we're getting at now. Within fan spaces, the concept of Mpreg has been around since like the 80s, right? Within fan spaces, because of certain specific franchises that were really popular among the old original Fujoshis, right? That would be like, yeah, our fantasy thing, the men get pregnant, you know, our fantasy situation, the men get pregnant. Yes, I'm talking about Star Trek. So, you know, I'm not the most Star Trek person, but from what I understand, Star Trek has a thing with like their Spock alien guy. The Trekkies, dude, the Spock, Kirk, who is we? I'm familiar with this. Like the alien biology is like, yeah, the alien biology. The men can get pregnant in alien biology. So that's why, like, Star Trek, you know, they're like, yeah. And then you have like the old Trekkies. Yeah, the Trekkie, dude, everything can be like traced back to fucking Star Trek fan fiction. I swear to God. You're like, wow, this fetish, where did this come from? And then you go through like the history of this fetish and it's like Star Trek. And you're like, okay. Okay, literally what? Are you like doing something? And you're like, where did the idea of this come from? And they're like, oh, Star Trek, like Spock. And you're like, what? Are they tracking stars or men? Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a bachelor's degree in MPreg? I like to think that I have a master's degree in fan culture. I like to think that I have like a master's degree in the history of internet fan culture. Yeah. And master's in yapping. Okay, well. Yeah, everything, it's more surprising, I think, when you're reading through the history of something and it didn't originate in Star Trek. You know, you're like going through something and you're like, this is Star Trek, right? And then you go and you look at it and it's like, no, it's not Star Trek actually. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is it not Star Trek? Name every fandom. Well, you have the Jeff Dahmer fandom. You've got the Star Trek fandom. You've got the Super Hulaks, which is a combination of the supernatural fandom, the Doctor Who fandom. You've got the Rise of the Brave Tangled Guardians fandom. To seek out life and new civilizations and to put a baby inside of Spock, I guess. That's all of them. The what fandom? The Super Hulak? Super Hulak? Or like the Rise of the Brave Tangled Guardians? Juggalos. Her moo juice from her meat bags. Yeah. Yeah. This book is on Goodreads. Oh, just you wait. So, yeah. The MPreg thing kind of started with like the alien biology and like, yeah, aliens, you know, they lay their eggs inside of you. Spock is laying his eggs inside of my white boy Tushy. Whatever am I gonna do? Oh no, Spock, hold my hand. I'm going into labor. You laid eggs inside of me. And then, you know, that's like a thing. Or just the sorry, I found something just now. Yeah, it's pregnancy, Jim. So then, yeah, it's called ovipository. Yes, it's called ovipository. And a fun little fact that I can give you is if you're ever interested in what it feels like to be oviposited. Well, technology these days is amazing. If you've ever wanted to know what it would feel like to have Spock lay his alien eggs inside of you, you don't need to wait till the aliens come down with the rapture. That's all I'm saying. A simple little Google search would fulfill all of your wishes. Technology sure is amazing. I'm... Yeah, I wait every day for the rapture. Well, you should feel lucky because the rapture is happening today. My stream is the rapture. You're welcome. This is the last stream you're ever gonna see. Okay, well, anyways. Pregnancy was all over the media in 1994. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito did an amazing documentary called Junior explaining the whole process. Thank you, Ferrari Kid, for the $5 I'm scared. Arnold Schwarzenegger got Danny DeVito pregnant? Or did Danny DeVito get Arnold Schwarzenegger pregnant? And is Danny DeVito tall enough to have gotten someone else pregnant? Anyway, there's an actual religious group waiting for the rapture today. Yeah, that's exactly why I said it. I was watching TikToks about it all night. Like, I went on TikTok and they were like, the rapture's coming tomorrow. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Tomorrow? That's all the time we have left? Tomorrow? Yeah. It's Y2K. Yep. Okay, so these days, if you're like, wow, I like Mpreg, but you know, these days, if you're like looking for Mpreg stuff, it's not really aliens these days because no chat. How the times have changed. These days now, Mpreg is very closely tied to... I need to get the photo of this so that way I can put it on stream. I'm sorry, it decided it wanted to be a different file type. Maybe this is a good thing. I don't have anything in my brain telling me to stop though. So, these days Mpreg is very closely tied to ABO. Now we've talked about ABO a lot on my stream before. So, right? What does ABO stand for? It stands for Alpha, Beta, Omega. And the ABO dynamic is extremely popular. Yes. Omegaverse. Yeah, the Omegaverse is so popular. You read any fanfiction. I could go on AO3 right now. Let's look up my favorite yaoi ship on AO3. Arnold was a pregnant one. You say it's hilarious, but I'm scared. But I'm very scared. So let's go. I go to my favorite yaoi ship, right? And then I'm gonna sort by hits. How much ABO is in this tag? Oh wait, we could just well, actually, I do not see. Oh, never mind. And then I scrolled down to the fourth one in yeah, okay, pregnancy, ABO, blank, Omega, no beta, we blah 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 blank, belly bulge, canon divergence. Okay. That one wolf scientist has done irreparable damage to our civilization. People saying pregnant one like talking about Anakin. You were the chosen one. No beta, we die like men. No beta, we die like... You're not breaking the stereotype. I don't write ABO fanfiction though. Okay, thank you for the $double. I don't write ABO fanfiction. Amy writes ABO fanfiction. Actually, if you go back through mine and Amy's DMs, she... Okay, actually I don't want to go back through her DMs right now. Hi, Amy! Hi! Welcome! Hello! Hi! Oh my god! Sorry, I was thinking about the pregnant Komaeda ficlet you wrote in my DMs, and then I decided I didn't really want to go look at our DMs again because I wasn't really ready to see pregnant Komaeda ficlet again. Sorry. Thank you for the gifted sub! Hi! Hi! Hello, everybody. Amy heard you were talking shit. Talking shit about what? What? Who's the father? Ficlet? No, not ficlet. Ficlet. It's like a short fic. Not like the Genshin spot. Clit. Like no, stop! Calling it the Genshin spot. I don't know what else to say. That's the spot of impact. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Anyways, Mpreg. There's a lot of Lord, is there a lot of Mpreg? There is so much so much Emperor. Sorry, I'm just feeling very inspired right now by something I found in this deep dive. Let me where is this Genshin spot that you speak of? You don't know, like you don't you don't know, like when you and then when you and then she when she and then when you know you don't know. Let me do this really quick. When she impacts all over your Genshin until you like that? No. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay. We're gonna play a little bit of a live demonstration of Mpreg. This is sorry, I was Auntie, thank you for the gifted subs. We're gonna have a live Mpreg demonstration right now, in case you guys are like, Leah, what AO3 is used to trade it? No! Wait, what? It's not a deep dive if we don't get deep inside of it, you know? It's not a deep dive if we're not getting deep inside. So, let me make sure there's no naked people on this. Okay, yay, awesome. So, we are going to play this Mpreg game, and we're gonna make our perfect pregnant yaoi man deep inside. Leocons are only as big as Stark Knights when they're Mpregged. True, actually, thank you for the $5 That's when the what the fuck is that? He's glowing from that pregnant energy. Don't you guys want to be pregnant like this? Where did you find it? It just came up on Google when I was looking at Goodreads. I was looking at the Mpreg books, and then this came up, and I thought this would be an awesome thing to get into with you guys. Oh, my chat is moved. I was like, why is the chat? It's okay, you guys can stay up there. That's fine. Yeah. Driving in my truck right after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. Triplets? Alright, let's see. What should we have our pregnant guy's face look like? He can have beautiful brown eyes. He can have red eyes because he's a vampire. He can have green eyes, red eyes, yellow eyes. He could be a snake. We can make him like a snake with different colored snake eyes. We can... That's it. I wanted to give him the eyes of a neglected hamster. But he can have pink eyes. He can have pink eyes. Make William Afton. Yara Naika face. Yara Naika. Red Eyes Mpreg Dragon. Okay, Red Eyes Mpreg Dragon. That's what we're gonna make. Red Eyes Mpreg Dragon. Wait, if I hit this, is it gonna make him naked? Hold on, I'm scared. Oh no, this is perfect. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna make male pregnant Eimi. Let me pull up a picture of Eimi Isami. I'm gonna make male pregnant Eimi, I think. Where's a picture of Eimi? Okay, cool. Alright, so we have... Let's see. Eimi, congratulations! Eimi has like pink eyes. Okay, pink. Let's see. Face. Oh! Okay, we can give bedroom eye. This is kind of the face that Eimi's making in this picture. This is... I think it's this one, guys. I think it's this one, chat. I think this is a good Eimi face. All right, let's see, miscellaneous. Oh, we can give him a bra. Cute. Okay. What is like the most Eimi hair? What is a good Eimi hair? This is a good Eimi hair, I think. Do they have? Yeah. Well, is there anything more orangey? No. Okay, this is probably the best that we could give male pregnant Eimi. Is there? Well, there's like this one. It's like orange. This one? Yeah, maybe keep looking. It's like a beanie, like a man bun. Okay, those are our options. I think like this is good. It's close enough, you know. Miscellaneous. They're just different types of bras. Okay, let's see. Shoes. Probably not barefoot, right? Slippers. Pregnant and barefoot is a thing. Sandals. Loafers. Maybe pregnant and barefoot is the way to go. Okay. Here we go. We have a maid dress. The Virgin Killer. Different colors. We have this one with some different patterns. We have overalls that really capture the Alright, that's it. I think my pregnant male Eimi OC is best in a maid dress. Barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. Yes. Looks like Ato. Why do they not have white hair? There's pregnant male pregnant Ato, bald. White hair isn't realistic. Oh, but the male pregnancy is. I see. This is my male pregnant Ato OC. Please don't steal. Original. Thanks, guys. There's no color setting. There's not. There you go. Male pregnant Ato. Original OC. Don't steal. Thank you. Can you give him sunglasses? No. I wish. I wish. This is my encouragement to you that maybe you should take the pregnancy pill and start drawing your coworkers as pregnant barefoot maids in the kitchen. Yeah. I think that's a really good way to feel some bonding toward your coworkers is to draw them pregnant and barefoot. Yeah. HR would get my ass. Yo, you could say HR would get my ass too, but what's HR gonna do when I roll up and I draw HR pregnant? HR is gonna be like, Leah, you're gonna be fired if you keep drawing us as male pregnant. And I'll be like, interesting. I have now taken the time to draw you pregnant. And then HR would be like, hey, that's not very nice. I don't want to draw the B-toes pregnant or conceptualize the B-toes pregnant because the B-toes like being pregnant. And that scares me. The B-toes like being pregnant. Have the Stark Knights ever considered pregnancy though? Just some food for thought, I think. Pregnant Betos, pregnant Stark Knights. The Betos scare me, period. Well, no, see, the Betos can't scare you, period, because if you were pregnant, you wouldn't have a period. You know? You know? A lot of women say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So the more research I am doing for today's stream, there's a plethora of Mpreg novels if you really wanted to get into Mpreg. What if I'm a liker on a Stark Knight? Do I Gregnate myself? Yes. Yes. There is a whole subsection on Goodreads of male pregnancy. Like if you just go like Goodreads and Preg, there's just like so many Mpreg books. I don't. May we accept for future Mpreg experiments? What? This one says, okay, so this book description says bookish, snarky, and fiercely independent. Nate Bordeaux leads a solitary life. Between teaching classes at the university and working towards his PhD, he doesn't need a partner to occupy his time, and he certainly doesn't need a man like Alistair Drake complicating his future. Alistair Drake, black sheep of the tremendously wealthy Drake family, is more interested in adding another notch to his bedpost than another zero to his bank account. When a grinder message brings him to Nate's doorstep, then straight to his bed, he has no reason to believe that they will share more than a simple hookup until 3 months later, a tug on his soul informs him otherwise. For the Drake family has a secret, one that will force Nate and Alistair together as much as it will demand they be torn apart, one that Alistair and his brothers have carried all their lives, and one that Alistair and Nate's future children will carry too. New York Times bestseller. I think there's a little. Well, you know what? Okay, I'm not. Maybe not actually. I'm not going to shit on something that somebody else likes. Okay. Okay. If you like reading Mpreg fantasy novels, then you know what? More power to you. You read those Mpreg fantasy novels, my guy. Go for it. I can't sit there and say that my preference in fanfiction tags is better, but I think that's kind of the key point, right? Is that fanfiction. I don't know how I feel about original IPs. But I guess we all have to start somewhere, you know? You know, these all have above a 3.7. I know, there was like a 5 point, or like a 4 point something. I just scrolled past. Where did it go? 4.3. Which is a sequel to the one that I just read. How does a sequel have a higher rating? What? 4.1. What is this? 3.7. 4.0. And there's 7,000 of these. 4.3 out of 10, right? No. No. Are we sure it's organic, made with real boys' love for Mpreg? I need a gooner girlfriend who writes Mpreg. Like, have you guys ever heard of like the book talk books with like the lady that like has sex with her doorknob? I don't know if these are like necessarily like AI generated, because somebody really sat at their desk and wrote out a story of a lady who has okay. Let me find it. Okay, this one, the one that has sex with her doorknob, is called it's called Unhinged. It's a paranormal romance. Yes, it's a paranormal romance. The description says, danger comes a-knockin'. Someone's been watching Tana closely, but he's a lot closer than she realizes it. From intimate moments to lazy afternoons on the couch, he's secretly seen it all and fallen for her along the way. The problem is that someone else is watching too, and his obsession with Tana is a lot more dangerous. When a man claiming to be her front door enters her dreams to warn her about an imminent threat to her life, Tana initially chalks it up to her weird late-night snacks. But she rethinks things when her earnest visitor insists that he's also ready to protect her, in exchange for one hell of a favor. When Tana trades her best line of defense for an unlikely supernatural ally, the threat lurking beyond her apartment hallway starts getting desperate as the law closes in. Can her inhuman companion save her from the worst of humanity? Or is it too late for them both? Unhinged is a paranormal romance story that involves a woman getting it on with her front door, which later turns into a guy. This story contains a lot of stuff that would probably land me on the naughty list with bots from our benevolent overlords if I went into detail in this blurb. Please take a peek inside for a better idea of what to expect, cool, winky face. And turns into a guy. I know, it's kind of a cop-out that she's having sex with he turns into a guy. Like, why can't you just double down on the doorknob thing? But no, she's like, no, but like he like turns into a sexy guy with a chiseled six-pack, you know? And his name's like Connor or something like that. You're like, why couldn't she just have regular sex with her doorknob? Why does she have to make it like he turns into a guy? From what I understand about this book, because I understand way too much about this book because I was so invested in not reading it. Apparently, like, there's like, you remember that story? Like the Greek story about Zeus that like turns like that person into a tree and is like, you have to like fall in love in order to be turned back into a man. So I'm turning you into a tree till like somebody will have sex with you. Well, apparently like the story is like that exact tree that Zeus like turned into a guy is like that exact tree specifically got turned into a door because they like chopped it down and then processed it into a door. So it's like technically like the tree. And then he's like, Zeus is like, yeah, like you have to become a guy. So he's like trying to get this woman to have sex with him. by like projecting himself into her dreams and begging for pussy. Yeah, Maddie Togo, thank you for the $5. Flicking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. What does that mean? What does that mean? You mean Beauty and the Beast? What? Beauty and the Beast, but hooking up with the candle instead of the furry. What are you talking about? Did the girl knock up the tree or what? I don't know if she actually had sex with the doorknob. I didn't read it. I'm not gonna go and read. Does girl have sex with doorknob? Question mark. My search history is already so fucked up, man. What is this? Readers also enjoyed stuffed, double stuffed, mating with mallows. Why does that have? Is this Lumi? Seduced by the pumpkin spice latte. Stuffed by the were turkey. Hey, chat. What is this? Chat, what is this? What is this? Hold on to your cranberries and watch out for spilled gravy. Josette is an animal rights activist that saves an ordinary turkey on Thanksgiving. But is there something more to the strange bird? This book was written 10 years ago. I got stuffed by the warehouse. What the fuck? This is yo, I didn't know people like, you're telling me that like all of these had to be like hate reads, right? Nobody looked at this and they were like, yeah, I dream of getting it on with a pumpkin spice latte. What? Lumi is so ready for her first pumpkin spice latte of the season. But what she discovers when she tastes her first sip is that she's into PSLs on a whole other level she never expected. Join her on her voyage of discovery with a few pumpkin spice lattes, a couple hot baristas, and a whole lot of sensual fun. Why is it tagged paranormal? Does she have sex with the pumpkin spice latte? What the fuck? What the fuck? This one is called Squeak. This one is called Squeak. A dedicated art student at her local community college, Poppy practically lives inside her sketchbook. Drawn to the distracted crowds of the local zoo, her planned day of anonymous figure sketching is interrupted by the charming Sebastian. The charming Sebastian and his brooding, borderline rude friend Keon. Little does she know the two have a twisted secret that defies imagination, and the pressure on both of them is increasing by the day. As an intricate plan takes shape to secure their freedom, the twists and turns they face, and a pair of very intriguing knots. What the fuck? I just unwittingly type Poppy to them forever. Thank you for the $2. She's also... Okay, you don't need to say that. It's disgusting. Squeak, the book, is a male, female balloon animal shifter Omegaverse novella with artistic takes on OV designations and Omegaverse specific concepts like nodding, heat, rut, nest, mate bites, bonding, and more. There is brief character death at the end. There is a discussion of past violence and sexual slavery, but it's all occurred by the time the story starts. I'm so flabbergasted. I don't even know what to say. The book titles: Pounded by Poseidon. My Date with the Rubber Ducky. Earth. But Earth is shaped like a penis. I thought I was a submissive alpha, but the quiz says I'm an independent omega. I think the quiz says I'm not smart enough to be on the Omegaverse scale at all, actually. Maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe I'm just not the right type of kitten that they were looking for. Who? You know, again, if it was fan fiction, and people were writing this in the sense of like fan fiction, fine, whatever. Write whatever you want for fan fiction. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, yup, that's fine. Yup. Gabriel, thank you for the $5 double. I was just informed today that Arnold Schwarzenegger gets unpregged. Men just want to get hitched and have kids. Women want to read Morning Glory Milking Farm and drink their pumpkin spice lattes. Thank you, Ark, for the $10 double. I don't know. If it's fan fiction and you're writing stuff like that, then I fine, I guess. You know, that's okay. But who are you reading these? Who are you writing these books for? Who is reading these books? It's like, yes, I've always wanted to know what it was like to have a sexual encounter with my grocery bag, because I never crossed my mind, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't... Lumi? Okay, well, outside of Lumi, other than Lumi probably. Should I have Lumi recommend? Okay, actually, here. I am... Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask her about this. If she has any... Yeah, okay. Crazy... not me, no. I've heard like 10 instances where people take in fanfic and change the names they sell to publishers. That's Twilight. I've had that, and then there was a Harry Potter fanfiction also, right? There, like, what's the popular movie that was originally Harry Potter fanfic? There is not My Immortal. There, 50 Shades of Grey was the one from Twilight. What? 50 Shades... Yeah, 50 Shades is like one of them. But... there was another one that was like... that I heard about. Maybe I'm making it up. Alchemized? I don't know. What are we talking about? I don't know. I googled this and I just found out that okay, whatever. I guess. Percy Jackson, no! Leah draws the line at original characters. I can't believe 9/11 led to this. Yeah. Things not. Well, I'm not thinking 9/11, but yeah. Do you guys ever think about how like because of 9/11 we have 50 Shades of Grey? Do you consider that ever? Because of 9/11 we have 50 Shades of Grey, and because we have 50 Shades of Grey we have books like Seduced by the Pumpkin Spice Latte. How? Because Because. No, but speak your truth, queen. Because. Hold on. Okay, they're all linked. They're all linked. Stop it. Oh my god. Okay, where do I start with this? 9/11 happens. No, before 9/11 happens. Thank you for the $5 double dollars, Ordello. Okay, so Gerard Way is an art student, right? Doing like comic books and stuff. 9/11 happens. Gerard Way then goes on to make My Chemical Romance, which, you know, is a band that comments on like political stuff. Okay? 9/11 leads to the birth of My Chemical Romance. Inspired by their music and everything, Stephanie Myers is like, "Hey guys, I'm Twilight. You should come sing a song for Twilight." And they're like, "No." And she's like, "Okay." And then Twilight fanfiction. The original 50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fanfiction that they sold to a publisher after changing the name. Yeah. It's gonna be too complex. It's not that complex. It's not that complex. Damn, okay. It's all connected, yeah. So Seduced by the Pumpkin Spice Latte exists because of 9/11. Get it? No? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I think I see the link now. Star Trek Mpreg. Star Trek is the reason for Mpreg. Yeah, that's what we talked about. Yeah. God bless the USA. No! No! How long until you publish one of your fanfiction with the serial number scratched off? I would never even give you guys my actual AO3 account name. So you could just live in confusion for the rest of your life over whether you're reading something in a tag that you know I like and you're like, is this written by Leah? Could this be written by Leah? Thank fuck. Please don't. Just use a pen name, Leah. I do not publish fanfiction under the name Ashelia Rinkou. I have a pen name. Because it's important that if any of you guys ever found out my fanfiction account, I would have to go on stream and beat all of you guys up. I would find where you live and I would beat you up. Maybe she shared it. We don't know yet. Yeah. Sorry guys, it's me, the original author of Portal Blue Sky. Sorry guys, is actually me. Rochelia Binko. That's me, Rochelia Binko. In checking. Ew. I was Evelyn Cloves all along. Who made up that name? It's so bad! Evelyn Cloves. I still omit my Otakar. No, stop. I've been watching people play the new Metal Gear and it's nothing. It's nothing. It really took me back. It really took me back. But I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. No. I'll be good. I won't play it. No. If Leah was in a Harry Potter movie. I have still not seen Harry Potter. Like, even until this day, I still have not seen Harry Potter. PC might blow up if I try to play it. Yeah. Amazing. I would be a Slytherin. I don't know what I would be. I don't know what I would be. As for the best, Panko told me something the other day about Harry Potter, and I had no idea what she was talking about. And she was like, no, like, there's like a bird in Harry Potter. And I was like, what the? There's a bird in Harry Potter? What is a mudblood? What is a mudblood? Is that a wizard? Like, that. It's not a house. A different school? Mudblood. It's a slur?! It's a slur because they are mixed. I hate all of you. It's like saying normie. I don't think it's the same as saying normie, actually. Actually, I think you guys should all be cancelled for saying slurs in my chat, okay? There's no one on YouTube that would allow you to say slurs. So you guys are coming into my chat and saying a bunch of fucking slurs? Calling me a slur? Harassing this streamer? 1984. Literally 1984. Is literally... I'm sorry, I'm already making a post on Twitter. Apologize to yourself. Do better. Apologize to yourself. Try and do better for yourself. Don't make yourself sad. Be the you that you would want to be tomorrow. Today. It's okay, chat. No one else will forgive you, but I do. Can you turn down the filter? No. Yeah, Lumi dies. I know Lumi dies. I know Lumi dies. But I love her. Thank you. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. If Leah was in Harry Potter, she'd be using... No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say slurs in Harry Potter. I would just call everybody pregnant. Remember when Leah thought goon was a slur? Stop! I didn't know... Like, back before, like, gooner was, like, a popular word that people would use. I didn't know that goon or gooner wasn't a slur. I thought it was a slur. And so I remember, like, you guys saying it in my chat, and I thought my account on YouTube was gonna be taken down or demonetized because you guys were saying slurs in my chat. And I was worried that I said a slur. It was gonna get me cancelled. Cause like, I'm not gonna go and say slurs. Ever. Even on stream, off stream, I don't say slurs. But I don't want to say a slur. Especially if I don't know. So you guys are like, yeah, goon is a slur. Like, I don't want to say it then. No. I didn't know. I didn't even think about like what it would have been. I thought it was a slur. So then I ended my stream. And sometimes every so often, I get reminded of it and I get so embarrassed because it wasn't. But you never be too safe, you know? That's the way I see it. Is you can never be too safe. I don't want to say anything bad, so I'm trying my best. I canceled myself. It was like like what is it? Like practicing rejection ahead of time. Yeah, prejection. Yeah. Oh, how the times have changed. No. No. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything bad. I want to hurt anyone's feelings. Yeah. Okay, anyways, that was it for my little bit of a Mpreg deep dive that wasn't actually that deep or much of a dive, but it sure was something. Projection. You don't ever like project into your... Not important. Anyways, okay! So, I'm gonna raid into Runie, Miss Runie. And then tomorrow, Tomorrow, if I can locate my schedule. Danganronpa 2, ugh. I think tomorrow when we play Danganronpa 2, we should play a drinking game. What do you guys say? Tomorrow, we play Danganronpa 2, and we should play a drinking game. Suddenly overwhelmed with the urge to say a slur. Okay. Okay, we will arrange for a drinking game to be played. What are the rules? We're gonna drink every time somebody says hope. Or despair. Hope, 1 shot. Despair, 2 shots. I actually will have alcohol poisoning and die. I don't know. Can't wait for the fat jokes. I almost got my fucking channel demonetized because of my fucking fat jokes. But it's fine. It's fine. I can't help it. It's okay. The fat jokes will... Enjoy them while we can. Thank you for the $5 double dollars. Thank you for the educational stream. Yay! Every time there's a fat joke, we take a shot. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We should do it with Nagi. Okay, anyways, thank you guys for coming. Do not talk about Komachi in my chat. I will see you